welcome to the first edition of Italian versus World. This is a league where basically we're gonna be having Italian cubers facing off against cubers from the rest of the world. Today we have Tucker Chamberlain versus Flavio Rimi in a Square-1 match.
Hello.
Before we get into the match, it will function pretty easily. Basically, it's gonna be first to win 8 average of 5s. So yeah. Ora aspettiamo che... So yeah. I'm just gonna wait to make sure if siamo in live, to make sure that the audio is working, that the stream is there, because there is some delay. There's gonna be some delay. But as soon as I'm sure that works, we should be good to go.
Ora a me dice che non siamo live.
A me mi dice ultima trasmissione live adesso.
Yeah, it should be starting up now. I'm pretty sure we're not live yet. It should be starting up now. Like we're live, but there's delay. Ok, per me lo dà. A me lo dà, non so voi.
Io dovrei aggiornare.
Sì, siete in live.
Ok,
ecco.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Who's...
what were you saying?
I think we can start.
Yeah, we can start. So yeah, you can go with the first scramble. Yeah.
I'm gonna have my audio turned off for most of the match.
Yes, don't worry.
If you need me to hear you, there's a like chat box in Let's Cube. You can just type in, turn your audio on or something like that.
Yeah, that's like what we're gonna be doing, but yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn my audio off now.
Okay.
All right, I can no longer hear you guys. I'll give this scramble.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and who's starting?
We're gonna start with you in the first solve, then we'll have Flavio go for his solve.
Okay, cool.
Flavio.
Mm-hmm.
Quindi lui va per la prima solve, appena lui finisce mescoli e fai te la tua solve.
Okay.
Oh, I'm technically in spectator mode, so that shouldn't be a problem in Let's Cube, right?
Cool. Yeah. As long as you're spectating, it won't interfere with it. All right, my audio's off.
No.
Okay, so Tucker's about to start the first solve of the match. Yeah, we'll see more or less what will be happening as soon as he starts. So here goes for inspection. If I'm correct, both cubers should be full CSP, so that's gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Ooh,
Shoot. Is that a +2? I don't think it is. It's not a full set.
Okay,
no, I don't think it is.
No, it's
not. È più di mezzo slice,
è meno di mezzo slice. Il rosso è già verso
è meno di mezzo slice.
It's less. Yeah, no, it should be okay.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, put the time in.
5.41.
Put the time in.
5.41. Wow, that's a very good solve to start.
Oh, nice.
In teoria devo andare io.
Ora tocca a te, sì. 5.41 to start off.
Però devo andare io.
Sì, tocca a te, il scramble ce l'hai già, no?
Però è cambiato.
Nel chat vedi quello precedente.
Use the previous scramble.
Okay, so that's actually a great first solve by Tucker, who, I mean, it's gonna be hard for Flavio to tie it up, I think. Well, he is about to start his solve, so that we're about to see what will happen. Yeah. For those that don't know, Tucker has an official average of 1048 in Square-1, which, I mean, it's actually, well, it's about twice as low as his solve, but obviously during lockdown he has practiced Square-1 quite a lot, and now globally averages a lot less. Same goes for Flavio Rimi. Rimi, quando vuoi cominciare, puoi cominciare.
Yeah, as I understood,
who started inspection?
Tucker has an at-home average of like sub 7 or low 7.
Yeah, which makes for a big improvement from his previous official solve. Well,
Okay.
Flavio Rimi
Wait, what was?
Oh,
Oh, he just.
Flavio Rimi just finished his first solve. Quanto?
Let's see
Looked a
what
bit
it
slower
is.
than the previous solve.
Yeah, definitely.
654.
Oh wait, what?
What?
Oh,
Flavio.
Hold on, it's off by one solve. Can you see? It's off by one solve. Like my first solve, he
Yeah,
entered his first solve on the.
I know he used the previous scramble though. He used the previous scramble. We told him before he started.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Era quello che dicevo prima.
Alright.
okay.
So
Alright,
yeah,
my audio.
6.54 to start as a first solve for Rimi, which puts him slightly behind. Tucker, who is now about to start
But
his
I
second
mean,
solve.
that's still a very good solve.
Yeah, exactly. Rimi, quando finisci a tuo solve, fa vedere il timer. Okay.
Okay.
As you can see now, we're going on to Tucker's second solve. As he starts inspection.
Stress. Okay.
Ooh, a small lockup during
Oh, a little
Q3.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the rest of the solve seems pretty fluent. Small pause, no. Big pause
Mm.
during EP. And that's not
Yeah.
gonna be a good solve for him. Definitely not gonna be a good solve for him. 9.69.
9. Oh man.
9.69, which really isn't what he's looking for, mainly after that first solve. Let's see if Flavio Rimi can use this to catch up as he has now
Yeah.
his second scramble. Rimi può andare quando vuoi. Meanwhile, we're waiting for Rimi to start off his second solve as he's warming up.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out Flavio Rimi, who on the other hand has an official 11 average, but during lockdown also has practiced a lot and has gone down to a 7 to 8 global, which means this match is going to be relatively close because their globals are more or less the same. I think Tucker might have a slight edge. Rimi has started expecting,
Okay.
now he's going to starting his solve.
I mean, we cannot really see much, but he's not pausing.
Yeah, there are no pauses in his solve. We might be looking at an 8 though. 876. Yeah, it did kind of feel slow.
Okay.
Even with the lack of pauses, his DPS wasn't up to his usual standards. And it did kind of show. So it's 870. This is still 1 second faster Tucker's previous solve. So it does still put him slightly ahead. Well, not slightly ahead, but because there's only 2 solves, but it does put him back in the game. More or less. Yeah, Tucker will now be going for his third solve, and now this is when we start seeing which solves count for the average. So this is when it starts becoming important.
Yeah, definitely. That the
So
third
yes,
solve is probably the most important one,
in the average, yeah.
or maybe the fourth one is. But
Solve looks a lot better than second solve, but it is still relatively slow. There was a mess up in the solve, and actually no, it was actually worse. It's actually worse than the second solve.
oh,
Looks like the
9.73. Really?
yeah the lockup at the
Oh.
end definitely messed him up. It looked to be slightly better, but no, 9.73. That means he will have an accounting 9 in the average.
Wait,
Which is
since our solves are off by 1, doesn't that mean we're using separate scrambles?
no,
Because I do my solve down.
because Flavio is doing previous scramble.
On the chat, he's doing the previous scramble
Okay.
every time.
Yeah, I use the previous scramble.
Oh, you're not.
So now we're gonna see what Flavio Rimi, prima di iniziare, puoi abbassare un po' la telecamera? Perché si vede solo l'angolino. Non so se puoi spostare un po' la telecamera. Okay, well, he definitely didn't hear me. So. So he has started inspection for his third solve. He probably had already removed his headset, so we'll see what he will do. Third solve. Again, solve looks consistent, but it looks kind of slow. Although he doesn't do many pauses, it's still relatively slow. And it's another 8.
It looks like 8.9.
891, yeah.
8.91.
So yeah, as for both solvers, the third solve is currently the worst one. But Rimi is now puts himself slightly ahead, as he does have a counting 8, unlike Tucker's counting 9. So that does put him at an advantage. We'll see if he'll be able to keep that up, as Tucker goes into his fourth solve, as he removes his headset. Here tries the fourth solve for Tucker.
Oh. Little lockup.
Yeah, definitely not the solve he was looking for to try and make a comeback. It is another 974 this time. So that makes 2 counting 9s. That's 2 counting 9s in Tucker's average. For how it started, it's really not ideal. It's really not ideal for how it started. As Flavio Rimi is now going into his fourth solve with a definite advantage. We'll see if he manages to keep that up. I blame Tucker's squad. I mean, Rimi has started inspection for his fourth solve. Either way, you'll have at the very worst 2 counting 8s, which will still keep him ahead of Tucker. The solve looks kind of good. We'll wait for him to put in the solve. 873. That's another 8 for Flavio. Is showing quite some consistency. Although it isn't the times he would probably be hoping for. It is definitely relatively consistent. This does mean that Tucker will likely be looking to make a low solve count, like probably you'll need like a 6 to go back in contention. Obviously it does depend on Rimi's final solve, but it is gonna be hard to catch up that second. We'll see how much he got. 760 by Tucker. Which, I mean, depending on the last solve.
That's still.
Depending on the last solve by Flavio.
No, he has a guaranteed win. My average is 901. Worst possible is like low 8.
Okay. Well, then that already determines our first.
So, and then once he does his last solve, I'll reset the thing so it evens the thing we're on.
Yeah.
It evens the song.
Yeah.
No problem. But yeah, so okay, as confirmed by Tucker, his average. Oh yeah, it actually shows here. Is gonna be slower than Rimi's best average. So yeah, it does look like he did mess up his solve though, anyways. But it doesn't really matter. That is 1-0 to Flavio Rimi.
Flavio, can you like? Oh,
How much?
that's so bad. 11.5.
11.5.
Okay, he still
won.
I did pretty important. But
I'm gonna calculate my average.
I'm gonna reset the session. So I'm gonna reset the session so it
Wait.
evens out our,
Flavio ha vinto.
Vabbè, fate controllare me.
Ok, comunque puoi abbassare un po' la telecamera.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I wanted to see because.
Ah, vabbè, 8 alti, quindi sì, ho vinto.
Okay, well, that is the first
Vabbè, 8 e 8.
first 305 going to Flavio Rimi, which now puts him in the lead.
Okay, can I?
1-0. Yeah, what's it?
Can I reset the session now so it evens out our solves?
You can reset the session.
I'm just gonna switch the event and then switch back.
I mean, Flavio won this average of 5, but this doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Because
we still got a long way to go.
8 steps.
Inizio io, giusto?
Sì.
No, okay.
No, wait.
In teoria io. Ma non lo so. Perché prima ha iniziato Tiger.
Tucker already started, so let him start.
Vabbè. Ok.
I mean,
this
looks like a
I
7. Yep,
cannot-
it is a mid 7. It's 7:45 for Tucker's first solve.
I mean, maybe that's a little higher than his global, but that's still
Oops, wrong person.
definitely not bad.
Still, oops, that's again wrong time. That is slightly worse than what you would have probably liked, but it is definitely a better start than last time, as Flavio is now preparing for his first solve. The camera quality looks to have improved, although we are still at the very edge of his camera for the solve. So one thing at a time.
At least the lighting is better.
It does look slow though, the solve. It's definitely not a good first solve. Definitely worse than what you would have probably liked. Yep, that's a 10.
What?
I think.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
11. Ooh, might be even worse.
Oh.
Didn't show up, but yeah, 11:04. 11:04 for Flavio's first solve, which puts Tucker at a definite lead. It is the first solve, so he could not make it count. But it is definitely a disadvantage to start off with an 11 already, considering what we know they can average. I mean,
Honestly, I
Bye.
didn't feel like an 11, in my opinion.
You could see that although his turning was a lot slower during that solve, it did kind of show.
Okay.
As Tucker now goes for his second solve. We'll see if he manages to keep up with these, even just with 7s. I think he will definitely tie up the series. I think with an 11, it's gonna be very easy to get like 1-9 and then an average for Rimi.
Okay.
There it goes. That's another 7 for Tucker. 7:57.
Oh.
Which goes hand in hand.
Counting 7.
Yep. Like you said, counting 7 for Tucker.
I mean, technically it could be the worst solve, but let's just make it counting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does mean you'll have at least 1 7 counting, based no matter what other solves he gets. We'll see if he can get better or worse with the following solve. As we're now waiting for Flavio to go for his second solve. Here starts the section for Flavio Rimi's second solve. Well, you can see it on screen, but as a reminder, he did start off with an 11, which isn't ideal, definitely. Yeah, but that's a +2. That's definitely a +2.
Yeah.
I mean, he did also touch the cube, so that's also technically a +4, but it is a 7
7-14.
So 7-14 +2.
9-14.
7-19. 19.
Sì, però col più 2, quindi 9.
That's
Sì.
+2.
Yeah, +2, so that's
Okay.
makes it a 9-19, which shows to me that I am dyslexic, as I added an extra space bar in the previous solve for Flavio. But yeah, that definitely puts Tucker at a big advantage to tie up the series. These are not two solves Like these are not 2 times you're wanting to get if you want to win the average. Yeah. I mean that basically
Oh,
means that Flavio will have at least a counting 9. Right.
we're currently having 13 spectators.
Which is nice.
Don't. I think last time it was a little higher, but I mean, it was just for like 2 minutes and it lagged a lot, so I wouldn't really count that.
Yeah, now Tucker. Ooh. I we cannot exactly see from the camera, but it does look like could be possibly a +2. Not too sure. Yep, it is +2. It's a 991. 991. Well, 791 +2, which makes it a 991. So, yeah. 9.91. Well, hopefully he will try and make that his worst solve to try and keep a very good average. But that does put a spanner in the works, as this now gives Rimi, who has now started his third solve, a chance to catch up. Oh, that's a big lockup for Rimi. That doesn't look like a good
Yeah.
solve. This definitely doesn't look like a good solve. Another 10. Another 10 for
Is that a
Flavio.
10
Yeah.
or 9?
No, 1093.
10,
1093.
10.93.
9, yeah.
I think
10.93.
Tucker already
Well,
pretty much
no.
has the average because
He can still if he gets like 2 20s counting. I mean, you
mean,
never know. Anything can happen. That's the
he,
that's the
he,
beauty of it.
he doesn't have the average already, but
He is
if
in a
it
good
goes
position. Yeah.
normally,
After this first call, I feel like we'll more or less know the result.
if
And then
both
again,
of them get 2 average solves,
exactly, that will basically signal the end. But who knows? Flavio could get 2 4s. We never know. Although highly
or 2
unlikely.
3s,
Or 2 3s. Ooh, a Stucker looks to have gotten a decent solve. Yeah, it's another 7 for Tucker with
87.
787.
Okay.
That puts Rimi in a very bad position.
But I mean,
He
I don't think he can win this point, but I mean, the second average of 5 isn't definitely very important for the final result of the match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's highly unlikely for Rimi to be able to win this round, but who knows? Miracles can happen. Although I don't think he'll be getting 2 4s. That could be a possibility. Although I'm pretty sure he would have to stop the timer now for it to be a 4. So that's. I mean, it does look like a better solve than the previous ones.
Yeah.
Non credo
It's
sia più
definitely
2.
better than a 9. So,
No, Magic 10. Magic 10.
Ok. Aspetta.
It's
896. Okay.
846.
I got it.
846.
Scrivi prima su Let's Cube e poi fallo vedere la telecamera.
Ah, ok, ok, ok. Beh.
It's an 846 for Flavio Rimi, which basically, yep, you can hear
Oh.
Tucker's celebration as this basically does tie up the round, but we will finish for good measure the average, as I mean that's kind of the point. So yeah, there should be a lot less pressure on Tucker for this last solve. So we'll see what he gets. This is basically a chance for them to show off. Okay, well, as I say this, it is an 805 by Tucker. So that concludes a high 7 average by Tucker Chamberlain.
7.83 out of Not good, but I'm happy.
Not good, but yeah, you did tie up the match. As Flavio, well, goes for his last solve.
Ci ho avuto pure parità.
As he informs us he didn't mess up CSC, and that's a 766 by Flavio Rimi, which is definitely not what he was hoping to get,
Oh,
and basically ties up the
That-
series.
I mean, that looks fun because he got the best solve just when he did not really need that.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you know it's over. Like you just don't feel the pressure anymore, and you get back to your usual times.
Nah. What am I supposed to do for that? OW, that's nasty.
Oh, yeah, OW definitely is not good.
Oh, you went for the Tucker. Yeah, OW definitely isn't the best, but okay, he did already go for the first solve, which was in
Ma
890.
dobbiamo restartare o continuiamo così direttamente?
Mi sa già restartato, quindi vai con l'896.
Vabbè, vabbè,
E vai
vai.
col primo scramble. Okay, well, that was Tucker doing his first solve, so let that be known. As now, yeah, OW definitely isn't good. It is horrible, as in chat they're specifying. Hey Prime7 and hey Oxawachi, welcome to the live stream. Well, Oxawachi, you've been here for a while, but yeah, didn't have the chance to see it here. So yeah, let's see what Flavio gets for his first solve. Oh, it definitely doesn't look good. He it doesn't. What? Oh wait, okay. 726 for Flavio. Okay, no, it was good. He
Yeah.
did the solve on the left. Flavio. Sposta la telecamera più verso. Sì, ecco, sposta il timer la telecamera. Ottimo.
Okay.
Così è perfetto, sì. Okay, Stucker now goes for his second solve. Sorry, let me update the first solve for Flavio. Hopefully now the camera will be a bit better. Stucker has now started his second solve. Okay, no. That definitely isn't what he was looking for in the solve. You can see him just really pausing. If you're supporting Tucker in this match, this definitely isn't a good moment for you. As he got a 1386. That looks closer to the times I usually get. As we now have Flavio starting inspection. Well, no, starting his solve. Sorry, his second solve. We'll see what he gets. He looks to be a lot more consistent than the previous round. Yeah, we are, but it definitely isn't as good. It definitely isn't a good solve. Definitely isn't what he was hoping for. It is a 959, but he is currently ahead of Tucker overall.
I mean, but if Derpy Cuber won nationals in 2018 with a 25 in his average, definitely Tucker can win this average of 5 with a 13.
Yeah, that is true. Although Rimi is slightly ahead, this average is far from over, and this does definitely look like a better solve.
Oh,
It looks like another
that's like
756.
736.
So that is very good. Very good by Tucker, as he basically puts himself back in contention for the average, as Rimi is inspecting for his third solve. Here starts Rimi's third solve. He'll probably be hoping for a 7 for him to stay ahead, but nope. Oh. That is
DNF.
that is a DNF.
No, did the edge break?
It's a DNF. DNF. It is a.
I think the edge broke. Oh, or was that just a pop? Don't know.
Well, either way, this isn't definitely what Rimi was hoping for. Did he get a bad? No, he didn't get a bad lockup. His edge seems to have popped, which may be even worse than lockup because he might have actually not stopped the timer there. Either way, that is that is a 28-48. He did get a pop in the middle of the solve and then that definitely isn't what he was hoping for. You can see how he threw his cube midway through the solve. That definitely kind of shows off his 28-48.
I think now Tucker is ahead.
Well, yes, Tucker has a counting 8, whereas Rimi has a counting 9, which definitely puts Tucker ahead. Although the average is still far from over. Doesn't look like a good fight. Oh!
Yo! What the? Oh, yes!
I was about to comment.
Che ha fatto 4, che ha fatto 4.
Someone
Dude.
clip that.
That's a
386.
That's a 386.
Dude, I messed up the cube shape, and then after that, I kind of zeroed. I screwed up cube shape, but it ended up being amazing solve.
386 by
Maybe
Tucker. He did.
Tucker, save the scramble.
Mhm.
Save the scramble. Maybe at the end of the stream, or I don't know, in some moment you can like reconstruct that or something.
We'll see, but for now we'll wait for Flavio to go into his fourth solve.
Come l'ho fatto questo?
That is a 386 by Tucker, and it's very reminiscent of Andrea Sant'Ambrogia's world record, where in both cases he messed up his cube shape and ended up getting a massive skip after that, which is also what had happened back in 2013 for Sant'Ambrogia's 7.
I think Andrea Sant'Ambrogio just had to do
An M2 after a messed up cube shape.
yo.
No, yeah, he did a cube shape, then
Oh,
messed up cube shape, and then an M2. Whereas Rimi gets a regular
8-12.
solve with an 8-12. So this definitely puts Tucker at a big
Tucker
advantage.
ahead. But they both have a very bad word solve. So if they messed up another solve,
Yeah, that is
it could.
true. That is true. The 386 definitely probably won't be counting by Tucker, as you said, Giovanni. They both have a bad non-counting solve. Oh, sorry, a bad worst solve, which could still ruin their average. So yeah, let's not chant victory too soon for Tucker, and let's wait for this final solve to happen. As we're informed in chat that he clipped it, which is amazing, which is good.
Oh,
That definitely doesn't
That
look like
was
a good solve.
bad.
That's not a good solve.
I think he could still win.
He obviously can still win.
Nine.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Oh,
That's a 986 by Tucker. 9.86.
8.7 average.
Yeah, it's 8.7 average by Tucker.
I think he gets a 10. I'll win, but that means he's really good. I don't know if he'll get that. I mean, he's pretty good. He's doing pretty. I can't control my nerves as well. Yeah.
I can understand that. Well, this said Flavio does look like. I'm not too sure exactly on his final
What
solve.
happened?
It's at 936 by Flavio, which pretty sure it means
Okay,
he
so-
has won the round. 936.
Wait, wait.
It's gonna be close.
What was it?
Oh yeah,
Tucker won.
I think he won. What was your average?
I'm gonna count.
Okay.
Da dove parte
It should
sei?
say on the bottom of the screen. It says your average of 5 at the bottom. I think.
No, I don't.
9.02. 9.02.
902
Oh my
average
gosh! Wait,
by Rimi.
oh, I got 873. Good job. Good job. I got 873.
This does
GG.
basically mean that Tucker is now leading 2-1 in this series.
Again.
Which, I mean, after the 386, you would have hoped for him to actually end up winning the round and not.
Yeah, so Tucker is ahead of points. And now
Ma
I
scusate,
think
raga,
No,
we
dopo...
need
Tucker, are you sure you got 8-7? Wait.
Oh, quanto...
Give
calcolo
me a
io.
second. Sì, vai.
Vabbè.
I'll reset the
7 minuti.
times while they're calculating it.
Aspetta.
Mm,
Sì, 8,73.
Yeah, no, okay. We have something.
Ma dopo il terzo round non si stoppava?
we need
Boh,
to
vabbè.
now change
Aspetta,
commentator, so
Andiamo.
Infatti.
Tucker, what was your first solve?
7.3.
Okay, can you pause a second? Where? Yeah. We're gonna be taking a small break as we're gonna have another commentator entering the scene. So yeah,
we cannot hear you, Tucker.
Back while you're switching out commentators. Go for a second. I'll be back in like a minute or so.
Yep, sure, no problem.
Ma siamo off?
Yeah, so yeah, be right back. Well, actually, why am I even doing this?
Dimmi quando siamo...
No, stiamo ancora avanti.
Ok.
Rimanete tutti come siete ora.
Io torno subito.
Yeah. I was waiting to see if Valerio Locatelli, which will start commentating soon, is here. Loca, ci sei?
Senti,
Non vedo la tua telecamera,
io
Locatelli.
non vedo.
Sì, non ti vediamo,
Lo so.
Valerio.
Aspetta un attimo che provo a rientrare.
Oh, well, that is kind of messing up this thing. What just happened? Where are people? Oh my god.
Siamo on?
Aspetta. The order just got messed up.
Ma siamo on o siamo off?
Siamo on, però.
Ok.
Mi vedete?
Sì, però non nel modo che vogliamo.
Luca?
Perché?
Yes. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't know what happened here.
Ma tu l'altro giorno hai detto ora il Tiger spara un 3 si deprime, cioè non puoi vedere di fare.
Sorry about this, guys. For some reason.
386!
Yeah, I know. Just for some reason, the whole thing just decided to mess up. Yeah. So I am basically just dragging around the pictures because of that. But yeah, okay, we should be. Oh dear. Just for the people's information, this was like I wasn't meant to be the one streaming. The person I was meant to be streaming couldn't come last second, so I basically had to. So we're basically doing on the spot most of the templates for the live stream. So these aren't actually how the live stream is meant to be looking. Hey, Cube was taken. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, but we should be now good. Loca, ci dovresti essere in live. Ok, Rimi, move your camera,
Ok.
sposta tua telecamera un po' a sinistra e poi puoi cominciare.
Aspetta che ho sfondato il computer, l'uomo. Così va bene.
Ottimo, sì. Un po' di più se riesci. Ok, puoi andare. Ok,
Così
we are back. We are back. Valerio Locatelli, the Italian 3x3 average
Okay.
NR holder, has now joined us on stream. Saluta. Vale, ci sei?
Hi.
Ok. As Rimi looks slightly lost. Ok, he is now scrambling the cube.
ci sono... No, io sto... Ah, aspetta, vabbè, ormai ho fatto una solve qua con...
No, ma devi fare la tua vera solva.
sì, lo so. Fammi fare queste, ma...
Okay. Well, we are waiting on Rimi to basically finish
Io
one of
parlo.
his solves, and then he will go back to his circle. So yeah, as we're waiting for Rimi, kind of to update the situation, Tucker is leading with 2 averages of 5 to 1 average of 5 for Flavio Rimi. For those that missed it, Tucker got a 386 on the previous average, which was pretty mind blowing.
Rimi is scrambling.
But yeah, okay. Rimi looks to now be going for his first solve of the 4th average of 5 of this series. We'll see if he'll be able to tie up this series, or if he'll continue, or if Tucker will extend his lead. Sorry about that.
Okay. Rimi is inspecting.
So yeah, Rimi has started inspection. Okay, Rimi has started his first solve. He looks to be going into the final steps of his solve. It definitely isn't a +2 now. It doesn't look like his best of solves, but it is a very good solve still. It's a 750 for Flavio Rimi, which is
Looks like an 8. Oh, 750.
750, yeah. L'ha messo su Let's Cube. Ah, non sei dentro Let's Cube.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a 750 by Flavio Rimi, which, I mean,
Flavio Rimi.
it doesn't really put him behind Tucker, because although it is
It
slightly
isn't.
worse, it's just one solve. I love in chat there's kind of a cheer battle going on with Flavio having 2
So-
cheers, whereas Tucker has 5 now. Bye.
Tucker start his solve.
Ooh, it definitely does look like a good solve.
Oh, looks like a 5.
No, it's another 7. It's 718. 718.
Oh, 718.
Yeah, by Tucker, which
Okay.
I mean is consistent up until now. Getting 7s has won people the round, so that is definitely good.
Rimi start his solve.
Ooh,
It looks
he
like
definitely
a
doesn't look
slow
happy.
solve. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't look happy. And it's a 882. 882 by Flavio.
La logica di
Flavio Rimi.
CSP. La logica di
Ok.
CSP. Traccio l'algo peggiore e mi viene qualità.
As Rimi is slightly
No.
behind, he mistraced and basically did the worst version of the solve he was meant to do. That makes sense.
Okay. Tucker start inspection.
One thing that is certain, Tucker is a lot more consistent on CSP. Rimi has already messed up twice.
Okay. It looks like a 6.
It's a 5.
Oh, 5 actually.
559, yeah, it's a 559.
559.
559. Yeah, by Tucker, which definitely puts him ahead.
Pretty good solve.
And now Rimi,
So Rimi start.
yeah, he's starting his third solve, but I don't know what he's hoping to do.
Oh,
The solve doesn't look that good. We'll see how much he has gotten.
is
Yeah,
that a
another
+2?
No, it's not a +2. It's another 835.
Okay.
835 by Flavio Rimi,
So
which keeps
Tucker,
Tucker has a break at
that's the 4th solve.
for Tucker, yes.
That's the 4th. Okay.
I would like to remind in chat not to spam cheer for people. Let's not overdo it. Tucker does look
Not
he
good
looks slightly
solve.
disappointed, but it doesn't look like that bad of a solve. It's an 886.
He's not happy.
Yeah, but it's an 886
Okay.
by Tucker. Which basically does put him at a very big advantage.
Rimi started his inspection.
Yeah. Unless Rimi gets like a 6, it is gonna be very
Rimi
unlikely for him
start.
to win. That's a +2. That's not what
+2.
we would have hoped for. Yeah.
So Tucker's gonna get the average.
Yeah, Tucker's definitely
Yes.
gonna win the average this time around.
Oh,
Yeah, Rimi gets 997. Which definitely isn't. I mean, I see in chat they're discussing about the cheers. Preferably, would like to keep it like 1 cheer per person to have more or less an idea of how many people are supporting the person. Yeah, that's kind of.
It looks like an 8 or 7.
It's a 6. It's a 688 by Tucker, which will definitely makes him
I had
conclude.
Pretty good.
I got a 7.12 average, 712 average.
You won the round. You definitely won the round.
Oh, so close to sub 7.
Yeah,
So
that
close
I
to
think
sub
I needed, like,
7.
I think for sub 7 I needed like 6 points, like 6.5, 6.6 or something like that. So,
As Flavio
Oh.
has gotten a very bad
So
final song.
3-1 for Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker does extend his lead and puts himself in a very good position.
Posso iniziare per primo?
Tucker. Tucker, did you start yet? Don't
Tucker, can I start first?
Scrivi in chat, questo lo vedo.
Aspetta.
In chat, non Twitch,
Lo so. Vabbè,
So-
ormai inizio.
Tucker has started his solve.
Vabbè, l'ho messo in
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess we're just gonna keep. If Tucker doesn't mind, I guess we'll just keep this
Okay.
order for now.
Tucker start.
That is a 782. That's another 7 start for Tucker. That's
Okay, it's
another
not sub 7,
start.
right?
No, it's a 782 start. 782 start for Tucker.
Okay, let's see what Rimi can do here.
Yeah, we'll see if Rimi can. Well, he definitely wants to win this average of 5. Doesn't want Tucker to let Tucker take too much of an advantage. As for people that maybe are new, it is first to 8 average of 5s won. So if he lets this lead slip even more, it's gonna be harder and harder to catch up for Rimi.
Oh, pretty slow
Flavio,
solve.
yeah, no, it's a 12 for Flavio. You can definitely start seeing his nerves.
Posso iniziare? Aspetta.
Hai iniziato, no?
12.
12
No, ho iniziato per primo. Non so
Sì,
se
sì.
inizio.
Al prossimo io 5
Ok.
lo diciamo. Perché facciamo
Ah, vabbè,
facciamo
ormai.
5.
Ok.
Okay, so that definitely isn't a good start for Flavio. He is at a very big disadvantage. Let me just actually. Yeah, I just realized I put the first name for Tucker and the
Yeah,
final
Rimi
name for
start kinda consistent.
Tucker does keep up the pace. It's a 658 for Tucker, so he is definitely trying to extend
Okay.
more and more his lead. He's taking
Tucker
advantage.
is on fire.
he is definitely, how do you say, taking
Rimi
advantage
have
of
to
the
activate
ability.
God mode.
Yeah, Rimi has to get some good solves now to catch up.
Rimi have to activate the God mode.
Yes, yes, he does. Or else it's gonna be extremely hard for him to get back in contention. As Rimi starts inspection for his
That's the first or second solve?
Second solve. Second solve for Flavio.
Oh, okay.
After a 1273, he is now going on his second solve. He has started it. Looks a bit better than what he's done till now, but definitely
Rimi is so inconsistent.
Yeah, it is at 835. It is at 835 for Flavio Rimi, which isn't what he's looking for. Definitely isn't what he's looking for. If he wants to catch up in this game, he is now taking way too much of a distance. Like Tucker's taking way too much of a lead for Flavio if he does want to get back in the game. As Tucker has now started his third.
Flavio needs to set up his cube.
Yeah, we can see Flavio resetting up a bit his cube. Tucker is going for his third solve. Ooh, it does look a bit worse than his previous ones. But he is, well,
That looks like a good solve.
It's a 715. It's a 715, so it isn't as good as the
What
previous
is this?
715. Set it to English.
Oh,
So yeah, it's
it
good.
would look like slower.
No, he was
Yeah.
like it was slower than the previous solve. That's why it did look slower, but he did do pretty well. As Flavio is setting up his cube, so we'll wait for him to be done with that, and then yeah.
Okay, he's scrambling.
No, he is still yeah, he is scrambling. Yeah, he has scrambled. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. He has started inspection for his solve. He will need really start getting very good solves, as Tucker is starting to beat his nerves, whereas Flavio, I feel like the more this goes on, the more he has nerves. Although this was definitely a better solve than his previous ones. Yeah, 782. 782 by
Yeah.
Flavio.
780.
Which, although it isn't better,
Is lower than Tucker's solve.
yeah, although it isn't better than Tucker's solve, it is better than what he has done recently in these solves, so it might be the boost of morale.
Okay, that's the fourth solve.
Yep, fourth solve for Tucker.
So Tucker start. It looks like good.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a decent solve. It looks like another 7, yeah,
722.
It's a 722 for Tucker, which
722.
yeah.
Oh.
Which, unless
Tucker's gonna take his fourth average.
He's gonna win the fourth average unless Rimi pulls off some miracle, which theoretically could still happen, but I don't see it likely. Yeah, exactly. As Prime is pointing
It looks like a really slow solve.
Yeah, unlike the beginning of this match, Tucker isn't as nervous as he was. Yeah, it's a 16, and it's another win for Tucker, which puts him 4-1 in the lead.
What is this?
1655. So we are 4-1 for Tucker. And I think the more Rimi loses, the more he starts feeling the pressure of being behind. I mean, he will.
Tucker needs to win.
Tucker is going for his last solve, but it is already pretty much over with a counting 12, 8, and 7 against a few counting 7s. Yeah, it's at 847 for Tucker, which basically means he has a low to mid 7 average. But it is.
I got a 7.4 average.
Yeah, 7.4. Low, yeah, so mid 7.
Okay. 7.4 is pretty good.
And it is the second best average we've seen.
I'm gonna do pretty great. Considering my nerves, I'm pretty happy with how I'm doing currently.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty nervous.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying. By the way, before you remute yourself, for the next few average of fives, Rimi will be the one starting off. We're switching as Rimi has finished his last solve with an 8.
Mm.
So yeah.
All right.
We are currently 4-1 for Tucker.
So
Flavio,
Rimi is so inconsistent now.
yeah, it definitely shows that Rimi starts to feel more and more the nerves the more Tucker.
Ma quante solo mancano alla fine del round? Che chiedo per il... per fare in modo di iniziare.
4-1 per Tucker. Ora tocca a
No,
te. Tocca a te.
quante solo mancano per questo round? È restartato, ok.
Sì, sì.
Ok.
Flavio is now scrambling as Flavio will now be starting off.
So Tucker needs to win other 4 averages.
Yeah, it is first to 8, so Tucker does need another. He is halfway to winning this game. Just needs another 4 average of 5 wins for him to be ahead.
Yeah. Is another 4.
Well, not for him to be ahead, for him to win the match, sorry. And that's a +2 for Flavio, and that's definitely not the start he's looking for.
Oh, +2.
That's a 10-11. Well, it's an 8.
Rimi needs to go under the table. Needs to do solve under the table.
Are you supposed to be able to
10.11. Okay, Tucker is inspecting.
Oh my gosh, that should have been a 5.
It looks like a 10.
No, what? It's a 787. 787 by Tucker.
What is this?
787. 787 per Tucker.
What?
Sì, 787 era veloce come solve.
That solve had a lot of lookup.
Yeah, I'm being told that I was being not as loud as I meant to be.
So Rimi start.
Sorry about that. Rimi has started his second solve. It does look a bit better than what he's done. Yeah, it is an 878.
That's good.
Well, it's not as fast as Tucker's previous solve, so he is still behind.
Tucker.
Okay. So yeah, Tucker's now going for his second solve.
So I think that Tucker's gonna win even this average.
It's another
720. 7.2.
It's a 721 for Tucker.
$721. So Tucker is pretty consistent right now.
So yeah, Tucker is definitely showing improvement.
Yeah.
As Flavio is going into his third solve, well, has started his third solve.
+2. That's pretty bad average. Like, it's not sub 10, I think.
I mean, Flavio is meant to be sub 10, but right now, yeah, he has just gotten a 17, which definitely isn't what he wants to get. Let me just put in the time. It says 17-20 by Flavio Rimi. As now Tucker has started his.
So yeah,
third
Tucker
solve.
got the 5th average. Mm,
It's a 981.
what is this?
981 by. No, it's a
Oh,
9.
no, 9.
981 by
Okay.
Tucker.
9 high for Tucker.
Yeah. So the Tucker's 981 basically gives a small slither of hope for Flavio, but he definitely hasn't
Yeah.
had the solves
I
recently
suppose
in hand.
that I suppose that I suppose that Tucker's gonna take the match.
I mean, yeah, he might be taking this fifth average of 5. It looks very likely now. As Flavio has started his fourth solve. Looks it looks a
It
bit,
looks
bit
like an
better than the
8
previous
low
one.
or
It's
7.
a low 9. It's a low 9. It's a 917. It's a 917 by Flavio.
Oh, low 9 actually.
Yep, 9.17 by Flavio Rimi.
So
Which
final solve of the average.
no, it's not. It's not final solve. Right? No, it's not the final solve. It's the fourth solve. It's the fourth. La quarta. Fourth solve by Tucker, which is
That's the 4th.
yeah,
Oh,
which is very
4th.
good. It's a 664.
Oh, what is this?
664 by Tucker. 664 by
6.
Tucker, which basically gives him the
664.
it basically gives him the match, as Rimi is now going into his final solve. Tucker is now leading 5-1
Yeah,
in this
Tucker.
match.
Tucker is on fire right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely shows that his nerves aren't what they were earlier. He has definitely composed himself, and he is definitely now quite the tier ahead of Flavio, who is starting to choke more and more.
Yeah, Tucker on the first average, Tucker was
Was doing a
like
lot
so
worse. Yeah.
nervous.
It is now a 735 by Flavio Rimi, which
What is 730?
735, yes, 735.
735.
Which I mean,
And now the final solve.
yeah, the final solve for Tucker. But the positive thing about this 7, I
Tucker-
guess, is it does give him some confidence.
Tucker take the 5th average.
Yeah. But this 735 by Flavio Rimi might give him some confidence back for the future.
It looks like a good solve.
Yeah, it's a 764. It's a 764.
Is that a sub 7? No,
No,
764.
764 by Tucker.
Okay.
So yeah.
I got a 757 average.
Yep. You won also this round, sorry.
Okay.
So you are currently leading
So
5-4.
Tucker won also this average.
Yeah, which means he is leading 5-1. Which means Flavio will
So
really need a big
he needs
comeback.
to win only 3 average.
Yeah, he needs to win 3 more averages of 5s. After this average of 5, we'll be going into a slight break. As Flavio hasn't started off well, the 7th average of 5, as he gets a 13. He definitely isn't improving on what he's previously gotten. Yeah. Definitely isn't ideal, the times he's getting right now. As Tucker is now going for his first solve of this AO5. By the way, in stream, can you guys hear me any better, or am I still low?
So, Tucker start.
Yeah, Tucker after his first solve. It isn't good as well. I say it isn't good. Comparatively to Rimi's solve, it is a lot better. But we are talking about a 944. 9.44 by Tucker, which is better than Rimi's 13, sorry, but definitely isn't what both cubers would like to get.
When we have to change the commentators?
After this solve, after this average. Sorry, after this average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As Flavio has now started his solve.
Oh, Flavio is shaking a lot.
Yeah, he has gotten another 10. That's a 10-28 by Flavio. He definitely will need to recompose himself, or else this match is looking to go one way, and that is Tucker's way. As Tucker is now going into his second solve. And the thing is, the more Tucker wins, the less nerves Tucker feels, and the more Flavio loses confidence. And if Flavio loses confidence, he's gonna start performing worse. And yeah, basically, unless something happens, it's gonna be hard for Flavio to get back in the game. As Tucker gets a 7-31.
It's really difficult to get a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh.
7-31.
He's pretty
by,
consistent right now.
Yeah, Tucker is definitely being consistent right now. It's definitely giving him a big advantage.
Like 7.5 global. 7.5 global average, I think, in this match.
I mean, overall, he is starting to get a lot of sevens. It's kind of the contrast to the beginning of this match where an 8 won a round. So
That's
another,
a pretty slow solve.
Yeah, it's an 11. 11-02. 11-02 by
So Flavio's going
Rimi.
pretty bad.
Yeah, this definitely isn't even close to what you would like to get for this kind of average.
$11.02 is my TPS PB actually.
Nice of that.
Oh.
That's
Reset.
That's another 7. It's a 7:39. 7:39.
The timer, I accidentally hit the save button, so it went to my saved
I was
time.
thinking
And I just
that.
played on it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had
So Rimi
small...
start to inspect.
Yeah, Rimi has now started his fourth solve. It looks like this average is also going the way of Tucker. Oh. I mean...
Oh.
That
It
is
looks
a very
like a
good
sub
solve.
5. Or
No,
like
it's not.
5.
It's a sub 6. It's a sub 6.
It's a sub 6 or a sub 5.
585. 585 by Flavio Rimi.
Oh.
I mean, this might just
Pretty
be
good
the
solve.
yeah, this might just be the
So
boosting
is
confidence he needs. That might just be the boosting confidence he needs to get back into this game. I mean, I think this average is pretty much done and dusted. But
yeah, but
still,
a comeback for Flavio is really difficult now.
I mean, as I said, yeah, for this average, it's not gonna happen most likely. Tucker is looking too. I mean, he's not too happy, but well, I say that he got a 587. I say he's not too. He also got a 5. I mean, I'm pretty sure this scramble probably was relatively good. It's a 587
actually,
by Tucker.
best Flavio solve is second, slower than
I think I scrambled. I think I misscrambled because this isn't a possible. When I finish a scramble, this isn't a possible slice, which means it has to be a misscramble.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm just gonna do a bunch of random moves, and then I'll just solve it from here, and then I'll re-scramble.
Okay.
Oh, Rimi actually start.
Well, no, yeah, it is Rimi's turn to start the first solve.
He's got a pop.
Yeah,
Rimi got a pop.
Yeah.
So bad.
It's a 1836. I mean,
looks like 13.
1836. Yeah. 1836 by Flavio Rimi.
That's pretty bad.
It is because it basically gives Tucker the round. It basically means we are now 6-1 for Tucker.
Yeah, 6-1.
As
He needs
Tucker
to
finishes
win
off the average.
only 2 average.
Yeah. As Tucker gets an 8, he just needs to win 2 more averages
Pretty
to
good.
win the match. Let me update the scorecard.
I got a 7.76 average. Not great, but
I mean,
Uh,
yeah.
Io
well,
ho
it's fine.
bisogno, ho bisogno di prendermi una pausa
Yeah,
di 2
but
minuti. Un attimo.
Okay. We'll be taking a small break now, as we're again gonna be changing
okay.
commentators and also yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yep. No problem.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do this again.
The live is on.
Yeah. It's always gonna be on.
Okay.
It's just I don't understand why. You know what? It's fine. Yeah, there we go. You can enjoy watching me drag the cameras around.
Yeah, that's probably the funniest part about the whole stream.
Yeah. It's
So
as previously
after
stated. Uh,
after the 386, after the 3 for Tucker is gone. So good tons for him.
yeah. Giovanni, you're back on
After the
stream.
386, Tucker is
Yeah, I
taking a
know.
lot of good
I'm
tons.
watching on my phone so I can like watch chat.
Yeah. But yeah, as our two cubers are on a slight break,
What's the
Vale,
overall average for Rimi?
Rimi is currently on a 1078 mean, while it's a 785 mean for Tucker over these previous solves. Definitely after the first average of
I mean,
5, it's not gone better.
Pretty bad.
a mean is not
Io sono
so
tornato.
Okay.
it's not so good to determine the average, the global average of both of them because Flavio got a 28, a 17, and a 16.
Yeah, but it is
So
pretty accurate to the solves he's getting right now. He is getting out of 10s, but yeah, it's definitely not the best way to calculate someone's average. As we're now getting back.
Yeah, because Tucker after the 386 is starting to get a lot of good solves.
Valerio, non sei
Are we?
commento.
Is the break over? Are we starting back up again?
Yeah, Flavio is gonna be starting first up again
Cool.
for these next two. So basically, if it keeps going like this till the end of the game, it's gonna be Flavio starting off the match.
I'm gonna turn the audio off now.
Yeah, as Flavio has started his first solve. Yep, and it's a 933 by Flavio. He's not been able to pull the momentum from his 5. But at least it's sub 10, hey. As now Tucker has started his solve. It's a
that was
697.
decent.
Yeah.
Oh, that was more than decent.
It's another sub 7 for Tucker, who has now started strong. Also, this averages Flavio looks to not have.
Ho missato, aspettate che mi scampo.
Okay.
Yeah. Devo scampo a caso.
Flavio is re-scrambling as he has missed scrambles.
Mi scampo a caso. No. Ora lo risolvo.
Okay. So this is not Flavio's solve. He did a few random moves to not give away the solve, and then he is now solving the cube to then re-scramble and go on to the second solve. Hey JJ Cubes, welcome to the chat. It's funny to see a cuber, a squanner is around 7, taking his time to scramble. But mis-scrambles happen, and yeah, we'd rather not have that happen. Okay. Flavio decided to. Flavio inspected the cube a bit off cam. He has gotten a pretty good solve though. He has gotten a very good solve. Well, very good. It's another 9. It's another 9, but it's definitely going better than his previous average. 9.69. As Tucker has definitely done another good solve. So 763 by Tucker. He is also now leading this average of 5. Seven six three as Flavio is now going for his third solve. It's another 9. You really have to feel for Flavio. Like, he's just not getting the times he was getting earlier anymore.
Yeah. That's definitely not a good situation for Flavio.
Definitely, yeah. As Tucker now gets a 879, which I mean, it just goes to show 879 is not a good solve. Yet it is better than Flavio's previous 3 solves. It just goes to show the current state of this match.
Yeah.
As Flavio
Sorry.
has now started his 4th solve. It is a bit better. It's an 840. It's an 840 by Flavio. By Flavio, which I mean is kind of what you should be trying to do. Well, as I say this, Tucker gets a 633 and basically seals the deal also for this average. It really has become a one-way match after that 386. After the 386 by Tucker, it has basically become a one-way match for for Tucker. It is now, as soon as Flavio and Tucker do their 5th solves, it will now be 7-1. It will now be 7-1 for Tucker, which will put him on game point. Let's go for chess. Flavio gets another 8. It's the 888 by Flavio.
Ma che solve siamo? Di che
Era la
round?
quinta. Era la quinta.
Del sesto round, ok.
Dopo questo siete 7-1 per Tucker, perché ha vinto anche qua. I'm gonna be updating this score. No matter what the final solve for Tucker is, we are now 7-1 as well. It's a 720. It's a 720 for Tucker, so it does end in a very good way. This average. And he is now looking to close out the game. Just to remind anyone that's new here, if Tucker, if Tucker is to win the next average of 5, he will basically end the game. It is first to 8, and as such, since we're 7-1 for Tucker, we are now at game point for the match. Rimi, la telecamera.
Yeah. I mean, for Flavio, that is definitely not a good situation because he started out very well. I mean,
he won the first round. He won the first
Yeah.
round, and after that,
But
it's
then-
game over. As Flavio
Yeah.
has started. I mean, who knows? Maybe now the bad camera quality is back for Flavio, so who knows? It might bring him some luck. It's an 8:30. It's an 8:30 by Flavio. Again, it does show some improvement, but it definitely isn't what he is hoping for. We'll see. I feel like Tucker now just is in his zone. He really is like, he should really be calm now. And he shows it. He shows it.
Oh,
He gets
Yeah.
a 6:39.
that was 39 so fast. I mean, Tucker now didn't have any nerves problems because he's so ahead.
Yeah, exactly. It's really a bad situation for Flavio. Yeah, his camera just decided to overexpose again. He has started an inspection though. Yeah, I'm gonna need to inform him about his camera as soon as he finishes the solves, because that is not ideal. But we can currently see he is doing his second solve. This is slightly better. It's a 788. It's a 788.
Oh,
Flavio,
finally something near Flavio's average.
Flavio, la telecamera, se poi rispostala che la qualità è andata persa.
Ma no, dai, porta fortuna la brutta qualità.
We were just saying, we're telling Flavio to move his camera, but the bad quality is bringing him some luck, I guess. But still, if Tucker doesn't look to be slowing down, it's another 6.
Yeah,
It's a
another
684. 684 by
Oh, let's see if Tucker can get a
Tucker. Sub 7 average.
sub 7 average.
Yeah, it might really be a very good way to end off, because Flavio, okay, he is starting to get back to his regular solves, but if he doesn't,
I think in future matches we should have we should show the average of 5 on screen.
when
just
we
the
have
time.
when we have the actual template, it might be a bit easier.
Yeah, because
It's an
if you don't know
878.
in
It's an
chat-
87. It's an 878 by Flavio
Oh.
Rimi. So yeah, it's really looking dire. The situation is really looking dire.
yeah.
As Tucker is still going, as Tucker is going for his third solve. I mean, as we said, Tucker is not slowing down. He got another 684. He really wants.
I think Tucker won.
C'hai due solve ancora. C'hai due solve ancora. Lo so però. It basically looks over, but cerca di finire in bellezza.
È messo pure. Stai messando.
Cerca di finire in bellezza, Flavio. Azuachi. I don't know, I can still see your messages, they're not deleted for me. Anyways, yeah. That situation really isn't good for Flavio.
Yeah. Actually, saying that's not good.
È la seconda volta che mi sto irritando.
Flavio, risposta un po' non vorrei irritarti di più, però risposta un po' alla telecamera.
No, tranquillo. Così va bene? Scusa.
Vabbè, non importa, ormai va detto. Non è ideale. Non è ideale. Tucker get a counting too. I mean, he has already got to 386, so who knows? Which is actually pretty incredible. I mean, a 386 is sub world record.
No.
I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but like 3 days ago, he posted on his YouTube 296 with 5.4 slides per second.
Yeah, I mean,
That was OBL keep, but still an insane FPS.
yeah.
What?
No, guardate la precisione.
Let me see.
Sì, è il diavolo che si è messo in...
I mean, it's a 666 for Flavio. The devil has arrived, as we are now approaching Tucker's fourth solve. Ooh. It looks slightly worse than the previous solves, but it still is a good solve. Oh, well, actually, never mind. It's a 916. I was waffling. It's a 916.
Yeah. Oh,
Could-
let's see what. Oh no.
Could a
I think
miracle
Ragazzi,
happen?
ragazzi, vinco.
Could a miracle happen? It's not very likely, but if Tucker were to be counting the
No.
9,
Se vinco...
if Flavio makes the 6 count and Tucker makes the 9 count, we might be the game might still be on. As Rimi has started his solve. Okay, never mind. Looks not to be that good. It's an 853. It's an 853 by Rimi. If
GG ha vinto.
See, I'm pretty sure that's game over, but we'll wait for Tucker to go for his
Oh.
final solve. We'll see if Tucker can end this match with a sub 7 AO5.
Ti prego, non
Perché-
2. Abbiamo fatto 5, fatto 6, 5, non 4, 3, se fa il 2.
For not Italian people, Flavio is saying that it is a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, but not a
No
2.
twos yet.
Oh, actually, I don't think they did a 4.
Actually, yeah, we didn't have a 4 this, yeah.
No,
Tucker is
no,
not-
it's not a good
Tucker,
call for that.
No, aspetta.
Tucker's count
Is
the
that
average.
an
I
11?
think
Is that an 11?
it's an 11 by Tucker, but I'm pretty sure Tucker should still have.
Mi sa che ha vinto 6-6.
Yeah, but I
Quant'è
mean,
l'average? Allora ci
I'm
sarà
not
7
completely sure.
Sì, sì,
Okay.
conto.
I mean, just for the fun of it, count your averages, but I'm pretty sure it's GG's.
0,30.
I got a 7.61 average,
Sì.
which is kind of unfortunate.
Sì,
It's
vabbè.
kind of unfortunate. Counting 9.
Però-
Yeah, that could have definitely been a sub 7. Really.
Set-
uh,
8
Yeah,
Trent.
that's pretty annoying. That's a pretty annoying cube shape to deal with, especially for the bad out, because you have to do a 6 on bottom after
È
the
veramente
first slice.
orrendo.
Yeah.
7,88.
I mean, it's
Vabbè.
GG's.
Manco la migliore.
Actually,
Manco la migliore.
Flavio, your
8,22.
average is 8.21, but
8,24.
Tucker still wins.
Yeah, Tucker wins.
GG Tucker.
I mean,
Thank
we can have
you.
a round.
You did good.
We can have a round of applause for
You did
a
good.
round of applause. A virtual applause by the chat for Tucker.
That's right.
But yeah, I guess Tucker, you just won the match. Any thoughts? Anything you want to say?
I really think. Oh shoot! Hold on, I gotta turn my. I think that 3 was really a turning point. Yeah, I was really. I'm actually proud of how I did, because in the beginning I was doing extremely poorly. My nerves are extremely bad. So it was good to be able to get over that and be able to perform well.
And Flavio, any comments on your average?
In inglese devo dirlo.
Puoi dirlo in italiano, traduco se vuoi.
Vai tu, guarda. Sinceramente credo di aver fatto schifo, però credo che quando sono nei match, diciamo che l'ansia mi mangia. Credo che Tiger sia decisamente più forte di me e GG per lui.
To translate for the viewers what Flavio just said, he said like basically he just could feel like his nerves eat him up, like, and Hill said like in this match clearly Tucker was just better, and so GG's to Tucker.
In general, Tucker is better than me.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though I did better, Flavio, he's still a really good Square-1 starter. Like he's still really fast.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess nerves is definitely something to fix. But who knows? These types of matches could
Yeah.
end up helping comp nerves.
We have to
Yeah,
team
I agree.
comps.
I definitely think. Yeah, I agree.
It's a good way to work on that. Well, thank you guys. I don't know, Joanne, if you want to say anything to the live stream before we end.
Oh, I just want to tell to the chat that this is not gonna be the only match. We are gonna have many matches to come, and they will be in many events, not just Square-1. It's not sure, but it's very possible to have in the near future, like at most 1 month from now, a match with Asher Kim, Majrek, and Valerio Locatelli.
So yeah, you definitely make sure to follow this channel for future matches. As Giovanni said, we'll be having a lot more matches and a lot more events, with Asher versus Locatelli possibly being a future match, and hopefully we should be slightly better organized. I mean, as I said, the guy who was meant to live stream had to dip on us last second, so this was kind of done on the fly. But yeah, thank you guys for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you
Bye.
for joining us, Tucker. Thank you for joining us, Flavio. And